Hello, everyone. And welcome back to another video. Today, you are watching Real Nursing Conversations with your host, Nurse Keisha. So, in today's video, we will be talking about how to show up as your best you as a nurse. So, in my previous upload, I talked about a few issues that we deal with as nurses, and then I told you all I will come back and kind of give you some tips to kind of navigate through those issues. Um, while we might not be able to directly do anything about the issues that we face, we can do what we need to do to show up as our best self. And that could kind of help us, with coping with the issues that we deal with. So, today I'm going to give you some self care tips for nurses. Okay, you guys? So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, first, you want to prioritize quality sleep. Yes, the more sleep you get, the better you understand that it's a critical role in your physical, mental, and emotional health. So you really need to get good sleep. At least 7 to 8 hours is good. As you know, us as nurses, we work long hours, long shifts. Sometimes those shifts go over. So at least 7 to 8 hours. That's the kind of goal that you want to shoot for, and you want to get consistent good sleep. Okay, consistent quality rest. You can't rest today and tomorrow, and then you running, for a week, barely getting sleep, and then trying to get sleep every so often. Like it has to be consistent. Okay. And I myself, I know I'm bad with this. I don't get good sleep, but this is something that I need to work on. We can work on it together, you guys. Second, get good regular exercise. Like get a exercise routine. Maybe you want to walk, maybe go to the gym, do some stretching every day. Um, Exercise help reduce stress. So the less stress you have, the better you will be for your patients and for yourself. Okay. The third thing that you want to do is you want to eat a balanced diet. It's difficult being a nurse. The hours that we work, I know it's difficult to eat a balanced diet or eat good things. Um, but you want to eat a balanced diet. What you eat has a huge impact on how you think, how you feel. So you want to eat a good balanced diet. Now, a tip that you can implement to kind of help you achieve, consistency with eating a balanced diet is you can meal prep. Especially if you one of those nurses, sometimes if we work those 12-hour shifts, we might have that time where we have that 3-day stretch where we're doing 3 12-hour shifts in a row. And when you're doing those, I know myself, I do it. Like I'll just eat whatever. Sometimes I might not be able to cook. So I'll just grab me a bite to eat, from the nearest restaurant or, something like that. But if you meal prep, plan and prep, that is the key to eating a balanced diet when you have to work, because it probably won't be as hard when you're off of work. You had a time to cook and prep and fix you a good meal. But when you have to work, try to meal prep. Okay. Make sure you are getting that balanced diet because food is fuel, you guys. All right. So, next, um, you want to try to stay away from social media. Not necessarily stay away from social media totally, but you want to take social media breaks. It's very important that you take social media breaks because a lot of us, we spend many, many hours scrolling on social media, trying to stay connected to friends and family and things of that nature. And before you know it, like you be done scrolled all day, it be done cut into your sleep time or your time that you need to be organizing and getting things together so you can have, you know, a good shift or, a good work week or you know, not only do you have work, you have to prep and do things for your family. So it kind of cut into your time that you would need to, organize and get things situated. So it's okay to be on social media, but it's also okay to take a social media break sometimes. Okay. It's nothing wrong with taking an occasional break. Um, Also taking a break from social media will kind of help with your mood, your sleep, your attention span. Sometimes you just have to disconnect just for a little while, okay? Next you all can start journaling. I love journaling. I'm always writing stuff down in notebooks, but it's good to journal. Um Journaling what actually kind of help you process your thoughts. It help with relieving stress, kind of getting what's going on in your head out on paper. That way you can focus more on it. So try to journal. That's something that could also help you as well. Um, like I said, just free your mind and have a fresh start. Okay. Um, Next, you can practice meditation. I've heard people use meditation for many different things. Meditation has a lot of good benefits. I don't really meditate, but I've heard and talked to people that do meditate. Um, it kind of helps with your self-care. Um, I'll probably have to do more research on meditating and maybe probably start meditating myself, but that is something that do help um with your stress level. It helps you to stay calm. It helps you to kind of remain focused. Sometimes, like I said, I don't meditate, but sometimes when like I take flights because I'm really claustrophobic, and it's not been times where I don't book myself a flight and they don't change my seat and move me to the back of that plane, and I have to just I have to try to meditate. Like I said, I don't meditate like on a regular. I don't really meditate at all, but that is an instance where I've had to kind of use meditation as kind of like a relaxation technique. So pretty much the same with nursing, to kind of help manage stressful situations that you deal with, to help you remain calm and stay focused. Just try to meditate, okay? Um, it's also good to just spend time just outside, spend time in nature. Sometimes when you're at work and you get that lunch break, you may want to go outside and walk around the courtyard, just get some fresh air, or you don't always have to take your lunch break inside of that lunchroom. Just get outside so you can just enjoy nature. You can breathe, get some fresh air. That way, when you come back from your break to resume your shift, you're rejuvenated. And you don't necessarily have to do this just at work either. Just do it, period. Because sometimes you just need to just get out. It's just kind of like, just a breath of fresh air to just be out in nature. Um, Next, you want to establish healthy boundaries, especially you want to do this, period, but especially when you working in nursing, and let's say you are starting a new position at a new place of employment. The first thing you need to do going into that new establishment is establish healthy boundaries. This is very, very important. It can be challenging, but it's necessary. It's necessary. Um, it's very necessary. That's just it's very necessary, you guys. Just to establish healthy boundaries. Sometimes I know I used to be like this. I used to always want to be that person that helps out when a facility was in need, picking up the overtime shifts just so it's not short. But and a lot of times when you get to that point where you always picking up, you always helping out, they're gonna always expect that from you. When you that nurse or that person that goes over and beyond, they're gonna always expect that from you. And it's okay to do that, but you have to establish boundaries with that, because people will take advantage of you. They know Nurse Sean is gonna do it, so they're gonna put all that excess on you. Like sometimes you have to. establish boundaries. A perfect example is like I've worked in the hospital med surg setting, and you know, we always get admissions. But if you know you got something going on, yeah, it might be your turn to get an admission. But if you know you is struggling, you got a really heavy assignment, um, the charge nurse gonna give you the admission because everybody else fussing about the admission, or they always fuss when they get an admission. So the charge nurse gonna give you that admission because she know you're not gonna say nothing about it. You just gonna take it and you're gonna do it and XYZ. But sometimes you might have to set boundaries. I'm telling you, if you don't feel like you can handle it, you can politely say, I'm sorry, charge nurse. I'm really struggling with my assignment right now. I don't think it's a good idea for me to take this admission, but I'll take the next one. And that's okay. It's okay. You just have to do things respectfully. But like I said, establish boundaries. Okay, you guys. Another thing you can do is declutter your home. Now you might say, what does this got to do with me functioning as my best self at work? Okay. It has a lot to do with you functioning as your best self at work. Okay. When you are living in a cluttered, chaotic environment, it messes with your stress. It messes with your stress. I've been in a cluttered environment before. Usually, if something is out of place at home, I just don't feel right. So it increases your stress, and that stress can travel with you to your job. So you want to make sure your home is decluttered, your life is decluttered, free of chaos, and just chaos, and clutter. You want to make sure you are not dealing with that because that, like I said, it does lead to stress. You're not relaxed when you got stuff going on or you got clutter at home. So, like I said, if you have issues going on at home, it can, by all means, travel to work with you. Okay. Let's see. Next, you just want to just kind of just maintain healthy relationships, especially at work. Nursing is it can be a very toxic environment. It's very stressful. We do work long hours. We have very stressful like the nurse patient ratios. So it's very important to nurture healthy relationships. If you see a nurse struggling, help pull her or him up, and vice versa. I will hope that they would do the same for you. But if you establish, healthy relationships, that should not be a problem. You run into problems when you go into these facilities and you click up, like you don't do clicks. Don't get involved with any clicks, gossiping, any of that stuff. Just nurture healthy relationships. Us as nurses, we have to advocate for each other. We have to look out for each other. We just have to just kind of help pull each other up sometimes. Um, you can also just read a book sometimes in your free time. Just read a book. Like I said, even at work, if you're on that 15-minute break or you on your 30-minute lunch break, maybe you might want to just pull a book out and read for about 20 or 30 minutes. That kind of helps free your mind. That way you can come back with a fresh start. You also want to try to pamper yourself sometimes. There's nothing wrong with pampering yourself sometimes, going to the spa, go get your nails done, get your toes done. That is something that helps relieve stress. I know it helps relieve stress for myself, but it'll probably also help relieve stress for you. Now, I haven't been to get a massage in a while, but I probably need to. That is a great stress reliever. And sometimes another thing you can do when you're having issues, I know I say don't gossip, but sometimes you want to find that person that you can like talk to because they can kind of help you work through your issues. If you're dealing with something, um, within your career or your place of work and you have an issue, just find somebody that you can talk to because they can help you navigate through that issue to help bring it to the proper person. I know there is a lot of workplace bullying that goes on. So don't just stay quiet and keep stuff, you know, bottled in because once you get fed up and you get tired, it's just gonna explode. So you want to verbalize your feelings. So you just want to find that person that you can really talk to, just to kind of verbalize your feelings. For me, I'm a nurse. My husband is a nurse. So usually if I have an issue, I'll talk to him about it when I get home, and vice versa. He does the same. If he have an issue, he talks to me and I tell him, like, well, you should do such and such and such and such. And it usually always works. So just find that one person. It don't have to be a coworker, but just somebody that you could talk to, that's to kind of help you navigate through problems if you have them. If you have any tips that you would like to suggest, make sure you comment them down below. That is all I have. There's many, many more things that you could do to help show up as your best self, or that you can do to so you know that you're showing up as your best self as a nurse. But like I said, if you have any suggestions, anything you may want to say, or any input, just comment down below, you guys. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified anytime I upload a video, you guys. And that is it for this video. Bye.